Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, today I thought I'd show you my customized Estes WE2012 helicopter. Now, I also have another one beside it, which is the same helicopter. Of course, you have your original configuration from the factory with, you know, their little patterns of, I guess they're flames. You know, kind of a copperish, orangish gold canopy type of thing going on. Brushed aluminum frame, you know, so it's kind of, it's not bad. It gets boring after a while though, you know, the same helicopter. But I have a few of these, and they're all the same, okay? I do have other helicopters, as you guys know, but I wanted something different, and I'm also doing one of these up for a friend of mine. He'll actually get to see it before you guys do. I'll just shoot the video in advance and upload it later. Then you can see the original, mine, and then his. Anyway, so let's get on with showing you what I've done with mine. Now, I put brand new blades on. I am replacing the tail rotor blades at the back with the SO33 tail rotor blade because it's a much bigger blade. Gives more wind. Allows you to fly in higher winds, so all around a really awesome rear tail rotor blade. So that's going to change eventually, but for now I want to show the whole helicopter assembled, of course. But so anyways, we got the blue and black thing going on here with the blades. Blades are already black, just had to add the blue. Okay. With our canopy here, we did all of our plastics actually in white, and I used an enamel paint. And I don't think I'm going to use the enamel again, just because it doesn't quite go on as well as I hoped, but it's still a pretty smooth finish overall. So I'm pretty happy with it, but next time I'm going to go and straight Krylon paint with it, just because I know how Krylon reacts, but I had this can, and hey, I'd had it for a while, so might as well use it up. And so anyway, so we've got a snake going on here at the front of the canopy with a sword. And I'm going to be zooming out in and out here a bit. On the right side of the canopy, we've got this, oh, I've got to move the blade out of the way. We've got a skeleton driving a motorcycle. Left side of the canopy. Now these graphics didn't come in a left and right configuration, and I'll explain the graphics, but it's kind of cool because it's kind of like he's driving around the canopy. It's really kind of neat. So our tail section here, we have a sword with a skull head with crossbones. I thought that was kind of cool. And then we'll just give you the overall side view here. There we go. Now the frame, I went with a color called True Blue, and it's a Krylon paint. I like the Krylon paints because they work really well on plastics, metals, pretty much anything you shoot this stuff onto it works really good with. So I usually use it as a main paint unless I'm doing something that requires like a lacquer type paint, in which case I'll go with the lacquer paints. Now as far as my helicopter goes, I haven't clear coated any of it. It is already a gloss finish, and clear coat and enamel, I tried it before, it didn't go well. So I learned a lesson many moons ago not to spray clear coat over top the enamel. The blue Krylon I could have, but I didn't find it necessary. It already had a nice high gloss finish, and I figured one way or another I'm going to beat the hell out of this helicopter, and one day I'm going to still have to repaint it regardless. So the only time I use clear coat now is when I'm using a flat, a semi-gloss type paint to bring that paint and the detail up. So then I'll use a clear coat for that sort of thing. But otherwise, you know, it's a gloss paint, it's a gloss paint, you know. So anyway, the finish that I got with the white, I won't be using enamel again, at least on RC helicopters, because this enamel paint just didn't go on as well as I had hoped for, and we're talking about the white paint here. So, but I'm still really happy with the overall and how it turned out. You know, and for me, I can kind of, I can live with that, you know. So the next one is going to be even better and better and better. You know, and you learn things as you go when it comes to painting, especially on plastics. What paints you can and can't use, whether or not you can or can't use clear coats, even on gloss paints, for example. So, but it is definitely different. I think it's cool. I don't know. You guys think this thing looks pretty cool? I think it looks a hell of a lot far sight better than the factory original, you know. And now, the graphics. You're going to ask me anyway, so I'm going to tell you so you don't have to ask. Where did the graphics come from? Well, believe it or not, guys, these graphics are tattoos. I searched all over town because I got to do graphics on my buddy's helicopter too, and he wanted a specific type of graphic that he asked for. So okay, and I couldn't find in a sticker what was required. But I found something really cool on the tattoo side, and I wasn't sure if the tattoos were actually going to go onto the plastic, because hey, it's one thing to put them on your skin, but you know, onto plastic, come on. And so anyway, I spent a few bucks, and I got extra packs just in case it did work out. If not, well, I'd have lots of tattoos to throw on my own skin for a week or two at a time. So anyway, I first tested it on the cap for the colors that I'm actually going to be using on his, and it worked out beautiful. And so I thought, wow, now we're on to something. And so now the next test was, of course, on a painted surface, and I also wanted to make sure clear coat would go over top if I needed to use clear coat or not. Technically, no, you don't. They're pretty durable, but they will withstand clear coat if you want to really super protect those tats. Okay, they will accept the clear coat. Just go real super light thin coats and layer it, just like you should anyways when you're painting. So anyway, it worked. No blemishes, and the only nerve-wracking part was on a really fresh painted surface, you know, and see, you know, if I'm gonna, you know, mess up, because I'm actually applying these with hot water on the cloth, you know, and so I was a little concerned about that, but everything went well this morning when I did my canopy. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to have a problem. So this works out good. But yes, tattoos, guys, they actually go onto the plastic and over the paint. So they'll pretty much stick to damn near anything. I think they look really cool, and because they work well, hey, it's a source for graphics, you know, and it makes your helicopter that much more personalized in yours, you know, and so we'll put these little guys side by side again. Now, if you're going to paint a custom helicopter up like this, you can get away with this with, I would probably say, with no hassles, probably anything that's around 12 inches and bigger for a helicopter. What you got to watch for in your helicopter is that you can take all your side plates off without your whole top end coming apart. This is why I will never ever do this for anybody, even on a tiny helicopter, you know, so like a SEMA S107 type of helicopter, because when you start pulling them apart, they come apart in halves when you start pulling the plates. These ones, at least, they stay all together even if you pull all the plates off. So I was quite happy with that, so that's a lot less frustration to worry about. And anyways, it works out great. So there's our before and afters. leave your comments, feel free. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we'll definitely see you on the next video. And when I do get his heli done, I will show it to you guys, but not until he's seen it first. But I'll show it to you with my new version, the original, and what I've done to his. And so you get an idea of how things are stepping up with these WE2012s, aka, by the way, SO31, 31g, Cobra Elite Large, they call it. All the same helicopter. But you can do this with many different helicopters. It doesn't matter. I mean, these are 3-channel coaxials. Do it with a single blade fixed pitch. I'm thinking I may or may not modify my Light Hawk Arrow. I haven't decided yet. But I got 2 of them anyways, so I might modify one of them with a paint job. Don't know yet. In the meantime, happy flying, guys.